going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Check 1-2. Welcome here to Mount Pleasant High School, home of the Lady Tigers. Here they'll square off the day with the Loretto Lady Mustangs. Welcome here to the X Sports Network, bringing you high school girls volleyball here today. Full slate of action, I think, today between middle school, high school, and everything going on. Probably some middle school football games. Nice 8th grade night down at South Florence. I think Summertown maybe middle school volleyball was 8th grade night for them also. I read today. I think maybe if I got that right, plenty to going on. You always find something good to watch here on the X Sports Network. For Malin Fisher and for Miss Shelley Fisher, we'll try to bring you a little bit of JV action here. The varsity will square away just after this. Best out of 3. We finally got everything. Had to borrow a few pieces of equipment here and there to get where we need to be today for some things, but always people willing to help out. Tate Newton back to serve it up. Ball's going to be wide. Good move there by McKissick to let that one go. So a service error. And number 0, McNeil. All over back McNeil. Pusser passes that one up. Sharp. Johnson and Ward tie up. Lack of communication down for the point. Lady Tigers up too early. We're sitting up here all by ourselves, so Pusser. That's going to go down. A diving Reedy, but 3-0. Lady Mustangs can't seem to get a lot going yet. I was going to eat some popcorn, and my producer said we were going to do some of this JV. So Johnson comes up a little short. So if you hear me munching on a little popcorn here, don't think nothing of it. So McNeil's on a run here. Pusser passes that one up. Newton going to set up Sharp. Sharp just going to tip that one over. And then be dug out over here. Lefty going to get a swing on it. Pusser going to dig that one out. Newton. Ward going to be down for the kill. The lefty number 11, that's Runyons. Got a good swing on it, but got dug out. Lady Mustangs have already faced off with Lady Tigers early in the year. Pusser back to serve it up. And a service error. Lady Mustangs trail early here, 5-1. This is JV. Remind you, varsity will follow this at probably around 6 o'clock or so. Bring that live to you here on the X Sports Network. Number 11, Runyons. Back to serve it up, lefty. Reedy passes that one up. Newton going to give a set over to Sharp. Sharp going to give a swing on it and down for the kill. Nice job by Eva Sharp. Good swing there. Robertson in. Out goes Reedy. In comes Goodwin. Out goes Ward. So Goodwin gets that one over and off of McNeil for the ace. And so chipping back in here, 5-3. The Mustangs need to go on a little run here. Ball's up and over, and that's down for the ace. Might have been wide, but dove in there. Good serve by Goodwin. Goodwin gets the ball up and over. Number 16 going to pass that up. That's Nixon. Ball's over. Newton tips it. Fisher gets it over. Down for the kill right in front of number 5, McKissick. And we're all tied at 5. The Mustangs made a little adjustment here. Got in a little better position. Ball's up and over. Dug out. Pushed over here. Number 14 going to get a swing on it. That's Craig going to be off the back wall just left of the Tiger. A beautiful Tiger background they got on this end down here. Good one. A little bit too much mustard. That's off the back line. And we're tied at 6. I don't really know what we got going on here. Mr. Official said that's out, and I do agree with that. I thought the flag girl called it out, and I don't really understand what we had there, but but he had a question there. I don't know really what Pusser going to get that and over. Nice job there by Craig just to get it over, and Fisher didn't get much of it, and it'll go down for a kill for Craig. 7-6. Lady Tigers up. Fisher. Newton. Robertson, a little swing on it. Dug out by McNeil. Craig tried to get it over, but it's going to end up in the net. And we're tied at 7. I got a feeling this is going to be one of these we're just going to go back and forth. Back and forth here today. Some more fans drifting in here a little bit. Sharp back to serve it up. Had a pretty good run. Played some good minutes the other night down at Central. That's going to be dug out. Up in the air high. Craig just going to get it over. Pusser going to dig it out. Sharp ends up on the other side. Playing for the other team there a little bit. I think a lot of times they let that go with just a little bit of. Ava did a good job. He got hung out in the net there. McKissick back to serve it up. Ball over. It's down for the ace. And so 9-7. That's over top of Fisher. You think with all three of them standing there, somebody could hit it. McKissick gets it over. Nice serve. Pusser passes that one up. Craig going to hit it at the net. Dug out by Sharp. Pusser. Cotton comes a long way. Nice job. Digs it out. Back over. And McNeil gets it up. Craig hits off the hands of Pusser down for the kill. That's Craig's third kill since she's come into this match here in the first set. McKissick back to serve it up. Ball's up and over. Pusser passes that one up a long way for Sharp. Good job by Cotton just tipping over. Craig, nice hustle. But just going to come up a little short. Nice job. 10-8. Lady Mustangs trail by 2. Fisher back to serve it up. 10-8. Fisher gets the ball over. It's going to be passed up here. McNeil gets it over here. Number 10 with the swing. That's going to be Davis for the kill. Down 4. Back will be Craig to serve it up for the Lady Tigers. We're leading by 3. Robertson gets that nowhere. Sharp going to set it up. Robertson going to get a swing on it. That's going to be off the back line. Well, we got a good view up here. Producer can't see much with the screen, but man, this is a bird's eye view here for someone who tries to commentate. Craig with a 4-point lead. Good one. Johnson bumps out to the middle. Pusser sends it over. Ball up in the air. McNeil going to give a set here. Number 11 going to shove it deep. That's Runyons. Sharp. Robertson just has to get it over. Back over to McNeil. Going to get a swing on it. That's down. Lady Mustangs JV find themselves trailing by 5 here. Craig got the hot hand back serving. Ball's up and over. That's off the back line, off the back wall. Lady Mustangs down 4. They got down by 4 earlier. Come back and actually tuck the lead and find herself in another hole here. Reedy back to serve it up. I'm getting in trouble over here. And Reedy off the back line with a service error, and looks like that it's back to a 5-point lead. I think it's number, I can't see that number. Is that number 10? Davis back to serve it up. Cotton passes it up. Sharp. Cotton with a swing, and number 1, that's Clark. Number 11, Runyons, just tips that one over. Johnson going to send it over, and that's going to be McKissick. Ball over there by McNeil. Sharp. Johnson tips a nut, and McNeil gets it up in the air. Johnson and Runyons go out at the net, and Johnson's going to win the battle at the net. Point Lady Mustangs, 14-10. I will say this, when you get good internet and stuff, it really makes the day better. And you get power to your internet box. That always helps too. So Tate Newton in, serves it up, and off the back line. So 15-10 all so far here. Lady Tigers been holding on to this 4 or 5-point lead here. McNeil gets it over. Pusser. Newton. Sharp got a little bit of it for a diving craft in there, but Sharp's going to get the kill. Fisher in, out goes Johnson. Back to serve it up will be Pusser. Ball's up in the air and over. Nice job there. McNeil going to send it over here. And that's going to be off the back line by McKissick. McNeil set her up, but a little bit hard swing there off the back line, and the Lady Mustangs trail by 3. Delaney's had some good runs at serving this year. It's off Kraft. Just going to have to get it over there is Clark, but it's going to hit the net. 15-13. I think they want to get their money's worth on the points here. Might as well. Pusser gets it up. Over. Nice serve. McNeil. That's going to be over to Clark. Then back to McNeil. Just going to shove it over. Reedy. Newton. Fisher going to tip it deep. Down for the kill. Everybody got sucked up on the net. Got a little breeze going on up here today. I'm blowing my papers around. Pusser. Ball's up and over. Oh, that's going to be an ace. And she like to tuck out the coach there, Kraft. So Delaney back to serve it up. 15 all. Ball's up and over. Kraft back to back aces by Pusser for Lady Mustangs to take the lead. Pusser ball over. Nice serve. Right in front of Clark for the ace. Well, that thing took a nosedive. So Pusser up and over. Clark, Ward, Fisher, McNeil. Runyon sends it deep. Newton gets it over here. Going to take a little work. Fisher gets it over. Number 16 going to take a swing at it. That's going to be Nixon, but it's going to be in the net. Lady Mustangs on a 7-0 run. 18-15. Started out a little slow here. Keep battling and chipping in here. Nice serve by Pusser. Runyon. Fisher puts it down. That's somebody in the net. Gonna get Runyons in the net. We're going to get timeout here by the Lady Tigers. We'll take them with them here on the X Sports Network. You're watching high school girls volleyball here on the X Sports.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com.
We're back here at Mount Pleasant High School, home of the Lady Tigers volleyball team. They're squaring off with Lady Mustangs today. Lady Mustangs are up 19-15. Got down as much as 5 earlier, but Pusser's got the hot hand here, and we'll see if the statistic holds. I hope it doesn't, but for the Lady Mustangs, but Mount Pleasant. And I think the officials making the bull. I really don't know what we got going on. So we've had some kind of. We'll just take a break. We'll be back here in just a few minutes here on X Sports.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire. Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
And we're back. Some with official one had to leave. Pusser still on the serve, 19-15. That ball's McNeil just going to get that one over Fisher. Newton, Sharp. Dug out there by Clark. 16 going to put a little charge in it. That's Nixon. Tipped by Ward. Dug out by Kraft. Runyon's going to send it deep. Dug out by Pusser. Newton. Fisher tips it. Up in the air by McNeil. That's going to be just shoved over there. McNeil digs that one out. McKissick. Runyons. Newton. Sharp. Pusser. Runyons off her hand. Up in the air over here. Nixon going to send a free ball over. Dug out by Pusser. Newton. Fisher with a swing. Down for the kill. Well, they had to work for that one. That was 2015, back and forth. Good volley both sides. Pusser still on the serve. Nice, good job there by McNeil digging that, passing that one up. Kizik over here finally got it over. Reedy sends that one over. Just tip back, Reedy digs it out. Fisher tips it. Nice job by Kraft. Up in the hand by McNeil. Runyon's going to send it deep. Pusser. Newton. Fisher tips again. Up in the air. And that is going to be McKissick with a swing in the net. 21-15. The Lady Mustangs enter the backstretch here in the first set. A race to 3 here in the JV. Best out of 3. And Pusser hit that into the net. That was a good job there by Delaney. Big run there. 21-16, the Lady Mustangs. Runyon's back to serve it up the lefty. So the ball's up. Fisher. Newton. Fisher. Down for the kill. And so out goes Reedy. Out goes Ward. In comes Goodwin. And Robertson. Yep. That's who you got switching out there for the Lady Mustangs. Ainsley Goodwin back to serve it up. 22-16. 3 points away from taking this first set. Kraft. McNeil going to send this one back. You know, that's going to be McKissick. Going to send that deep, and that's going to go down for the point for Lady Mustangs. 2 points away. Kraft tried to pass it up, but off the hands of McKissick. And nice serve by Goodwin. That's going to be off Clark. Clark going to send a free ball over. Nope, just kidding. They found the divider. So set point here for the Lady Mustangs, leading this in 24-16 after trailing as much as 5 earlier. And gets that over, and that's going to be off the back line just a little bit. So we're going to keep going here, 24-17. So ball's up and over. Nixon. Newton. Robertson. Passed up. McKissick shoves it over here. And number 10 took a swing on. That's Davis. Somebody's in the net. 24. Miss Sharp was in the net there. Pusser. Newton going to pass this one over here. Robertson going to swing in the net and up 24-19. Lady Mustangs 1 point away from taking this first set of 3. Back to serve it up. That's Nixon and having something to say about it. Newton. Robertson punches it over here. Going to be dug out there by Davis. That's going to just get it over. There is Clark. Newton. Fisher. Nice dig there by Nixon. Davis. Clark just going to send it over. Good one. Newton. Sharp. And then 24-20. So the Lady Tigers said, just hold on a minute. We're not done. All's up and over. Pusser gets that one up. Fisher tips it over here. And it's going to be off McNeil. McKissick. And that's going to do it. So the Lady Mustangs will take set number 1, 25-20. We'll be back with set number 2 here on the Sports Network after these messages.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And we're back here at Mount Pleasant High School. Lady Tigers will serve it up. Sharp going to hit that one. The net. Lady Tigers take an early 1-0 lead. Lady Mustangs winning the first set 25-20. Come back. Pusser. Some good serves there. 0 gets that one over. That's going to be McNeil for the ace. So 2-0. Kind of the way it started a while ago. McNeil stood back on the serve, ball over. Pusser going to pass that one, and Newton going to set it over here to Sharp. Sharp going to get a swing on it, down for the kill to a diving Clark. Clark come up just a little short on that one. Lady Mustangs get on the board. So Pusser going to be back to serve it up. She'll be just out of your view in there. She'll ball's up and over. It's going to be off the hands of Clark. McKissick, McNeil just going to get it over. Fisher, Newton, Sharp. And kind of hung her out to dry there a bit. She got into the net. 3-1 Lady Tigers. Back to serve it up here is Runyons. Ball up and over. Pusser going to pass that one up. Newton. Fisher hits a left-handed down for the kill. Right to a diving McNeil there. Nice hustle by that kid. So we're 3-2 here. Good one in. Out goes Ward. Robertson, ball up, and that's going to be off. And somehow McKissick gets that over. And that's timed up there, and that'll be a point for number 14. That was Craig. Caused all that havoc. 4-2. Out goes Nixon. In comes Clinkscale. Number 8, hope I say that right. Clinkscale. Number 8, she's a lefty too. Hit that over, nice serve. That's out. (4-3). Back to serve it up will be Ava Sharp. Ava Sharp back to serve it up. Ball's up and over. Nice serve. Neal got that up. That's going to be over. Nice job, Sharp. Fisher couldn't get it over, so that's going to be a point for the Lady Tigers. Are going to be 5-3 here. McKissick goes back to serve it up. On the front, you got McNeil, Davis, and Craig. Sharp sets this one up over here. Cotton with a swing, blocked back by McKissick, up in there by Sharp. Robertson is going to pump that up. That's McNeil gets it over here. Craig going to try it out. She's going to bump it up. That's going to be hitting it 4 times. Point towards the Lady Mustangs. And 5-4 here. Fisher back to serve it up for the Lady Mustangs. Ball's up and over. It's going to be down for the ace off the hands of Clark. And we're tied. So Fisher back to serve it up in a 5-5 game. Ball's up and over. Craig. That's back-to-back aces off number 14. Craig down for the ace. Lady Mustangs take a 1-point lead here at 6-5. Ball's up and over. Up in the air there by McKissick, McNeil, Davis. And that's off the back line. So 7-5 Lady Mustangs here. Set 2 of 3 here. Lady Tigers have to come back, win this, and to force another. Fisher gets it over. Craig. McNeil. Craig just gets it back over. Fisher passes that one up. Sharp. Johnson shoves it over here. McKissick. Craig gets it back over. Nice job there by Sharp. Sharp's going to try her hand in right here. Dug out there by McNeil. Nope, that's going to be number 8. Dug that Craig. That's going to be over there. Number 8, that's Clinkscale dug that out. I do apologize. Lady Mustang's still up 8-5. Fisher gets that one over. And that's going to be another ace. Clinkscale off the hands. Ball's up and over, and that may be long. It's going to be a point to the Lady Tigers. Back comes in Pusser, now goes Fisher. A little confusion here. Clark will be serving up. Craig's going to come out. In comes Runyons. And ball's up and over by Clark. Cotton, nice job just to get it over. Ball up in the air there. Runyons with a left-handed swing. Nice hustle there by Sharp, but that's going to go down for the kill. 9-7 now. Ball up in the air there by Clark. Goodwin, Sharp. Johnson just going to shove that one over. Clinkscale going to lose the grip on that one. That's going to be a point for the Lady Mustangs. Comes some subs in for the Lady Mustangs. In comes Reedy, out goes Robertson. In comes Ward, out goes Goodwin. And Reedy will go back to serve it up. Need to put on a good run here for the Lady Mustangs and not let the Lady Tigers back in. If you're Lady Tigers, you want to just keep chipping away here. Reedy gets that one up and over. McKissick got that up in there. Now McNeil. Now Runyons. Nice tip there. Sharp digs that one out. Reedy set up the thing, but she did a nice dig there. Cotton going to come around with a swing. That's going to be dug out by Clinkscale, and Runyons tried to tip it over, but it's going to hit it into the net. And good effort. Sometimes good efforts. Reedy. It's going to be off the back line for a service error. Ball goes back to Mount Pleasant. Out goes Davis. Back comes Nixon. Out goes Clinkscale. And number 4, Kraft, will be back to serve it up. And she has a service error right back. Turns it back over to the Lady Mustangs. In comes Newton. Out goes Cotton. Newton will go back to serve it up. Tate, good to have her back. Missed a few games the other night. Now she's back in the lineup here. Newton gets that. No, that's Clark and Kraft. I play okay. Both of them hit pretty hard. It's going to be down for the ace. I think she's okay. Kind of got into a tanglement there. Newton gets that one over. Clark. That's going to be up by McNeil. Runyon's just going to send that one. Reedy going to pass that one up. Over here, Sharp. Going to be tipped at the net by McNeil. McNeil's going to set it back over. Runyon's a lefty. Newton going to dig that one out. Sharp over here. Ward with a swing. Clark going to dig that one out. McNeil. Runyons sends that one deep. Nice hustle by Pusser. And miscommunication there between Ward and Newton. And ball goes down for the point for the Lady Tigers. McNeil, number 0, back to serve it up. Ball's up and over. Nice serve. Pusser going to pass that one up. Newton going to set that one up over here, and really don't know what happened there. Nobody. 13-10. I couldn't see because of the official, but it looks like it just hit the floor. McNeil, Pusser, Newton, Reedy. Back row gets him up there by Kraft. Ball's going to be over here and over there by McKissick. And the Kraft going to get it. Clark going to keep it up. Somebody's going to get it over. McNeil just going to send that one over. Newton going to shove it over here to Sharp. Sharp, big swing. Runyons gets it up in the air. And, yep, number 16, Nixon's going to run into the net there. Plus it fell on this side. 13-10. They had cut the lead to 2. Actually, 14-10. They had cut it to 3 there. Pusser. Ball's back up and over. Kraft sends that one up. McKissick. Runyons just shoves it over. Pusser. Newton. Ward just going to send that one over. Dug out by Clark. And that's going to go down. Clark dug it up, but miscommunication, 15-10. Pusser. Delaney Pusser back to serve it up. Ball's up and over. Nixon. McNeil. Nixon just gets it back over. Reedy. Sharp. Send this one over. Nice hustle there by McNeil. McNeil from her knees. Back over. Newton. Fisher tips it down. That's almost unfair. The girl just got up from that point. Good hustle by McNeil. Lead with all heart there. I know that had to hurt. 16-10. Made a tremendously great play from where she was at. And Pusser. McNeil. Runyons. Ward. Runyons digs that one out. Nixon. Newton. We're going to get a double. 17-10. Lady Mustangs are ahead of this one here in the second set of the JV action. A reminder again, varsity action will be right after this, probably about 15 minutes after this and concludes. Clark, that's going to be the next. Ward just going to tip it up in the air by McKissick. Oh, McNeil, McKissick, left-handed tip. Newton, Reedy, Sharp, just going to punch it over and down for the kill. Good job by Eva Sharp. They kind of faked them all out there. Pusser, ball's back and over. Clark, that's going to be the ace. Delaney had a hot hand last time and did pretty well this time also with her serves. 19-10. Pusser ball up and nice job. That's a nice job there, McNeil. Newton, Fisher, Sharp. McNeil digs it out. McKissick, Runyons. Newton digs that one out. Pusser, Sharp. Now send it down for the kill. Zava Sharp. It might not have been 100-mile-an-hour, but there was nobody there. She did that. Drawed it up. Did it just like she thought it in her head, I'm sure. Correcting on my grammar over here too. Oh, McKissick off her hands down for the ace. It's Pusser. And set up above everybody. You see what they're shopping for on Amazon and things like that. Probably things we don't probably need to be looking at for sure. Pusser gets that one over. Another ace in between Clark and Kraft. So 3 points away from taking this JV. Here is the Lady Mustangs. Pusser. And come up a little short. Good run again by Delaney. Good bit of serving there by her to get us where we're at, 22-11 here. Runyons, the lefty, back to serve it up. Ball's up and over. Fisher gets that one up in the air. Newton sends it deep. McNeil, McKissick, Craig. A little bit too much mustard off the backside there. 23-20. 23-11 here. In comes Goodwin. In comes Goodwin. Back to serve it up. Needs 2 points here for take the set and the match. Clark. Craig just going to get that one over. Good one. Newt. Fisher tries to take out the coach on the other side. Point, Lady Tigers. That's twice that coach has about got hit here today already. We just in the JV action here. Here comes Clinkscale. Out goes Nixon. A lefty. Another lefty. Good serve. Ace. 23-13. That was a good. She found a spot nobody was at. Clinkscale back to serve it up again. Lady Mustang just need 2 here to close this out. Nice hard serve again. Good one. Passes that one up. And Fisher gets it over somehow. Up in the air by Craig. McKissick. Craig tries to dip it over with 24-13 here. In comes Cotton. Out goes Newton. Back to serve it up will be Ava Sharp. Needing 1 here. Good hard serve, and that's going back towards Lawrence County. 24-14. Actually, I guess that was probably downtown Mount Pleasant. Get turned around sometime. McKissick got that one over. Sharp. Cotton with a swing. Clinkscale gets it up in the air by Craig. McNeil just shoves that one over. Pusser digs it out. Sharp to Cotton to finish it. 25-14. Nice kill by Aubrey Cotton. Had to do it here in the JV action where the Lady Mustangs take this one 25-14. Last one 25-20. We'll be back here in probably about 15 minutes or so with varsity action here on the X Sports Network. We'll see you here in a bit.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.